Hey everybody, it is Thursday, September 17. Hope you are doing well today. Today we are jumping into Psalm 50. We are all the way up to Psalm 50, kind of an indicator of how long we have been at it with this process of moving through the book of Psalms. 1/3 of the Psalms we have prayed over and spent time in, one a day for on average 5 days. So we've been doing this for 10 weeks, if you can believe it. And we are up to Psalm 50. This psalm is a psalm of God's providence. And I don't know about you, but in my life, I need to be reminded over and over again, especially during this season, of the providence of God, the idea of providence, that God is over all things, that God has purpose and has redeeming action in whatever may come. This isn't to say that God causes all things. We would not say that God caused the pandemic, or that God caused the forest fires to come. There are other things that bring those things about. We would say, even though there's great mystery in that, God's not the author of destruction, but even in the midst of those things, God is still working. God is providential even in those circumstances. So that's what this psalm speaks to, and we'll see that. It also speaks to the idea that in God's providence, God is provident over all of the earth, all of the nations, all of the people. All people are under the providence of God. God cares about every single person, here close to us, people who are like us, and far away, people who are very different, and every place in between. All of these people are people who are loved and cared for by God. That's part of what this will say. So let's take a moment, we'll settle our hearts, we'll read through the psalm, and then we'll pray together. Let's settle our hearts for just a moment. Psalm 50. The mighty one, God the Lord, speaks and summons the earth from the rising of the sun to where it sets. From Zion, perfect in beauty, God shines forth. Our God comes, will not be silent. A fire devours before him, and around him a tempest rages. He summons the heavens above and the earth, that he may judge his people. Gather to me this consecrated people, who made a covenant with me by sacrifice, and the heavens proclaim his righteousness, for he is a God of justice. Listen, my people, and I will speak. I will testify against you, Israel. I am God, your God. I bring no charges against you concerning your sacrifices or concerning your burnt offerings, which are ever before me. I have no need of a bull from your stall or of goats from your pens. For every animal of the forest is mine, and the cattle on a thousand hills. I know every bird in the mountains, and the insects in the field are mine. If I were hungry, I would not tell you, for the world is mine and all that is in it. Do I eat the flesh of bulls or drink the blood of goats? Sacrifice thank offerings to God. Fulfill your vows to the Most High, and call on me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you, and you will honor me. But to the wicked person, God says, what right have you to recite my laws or to take my covenant on your lips? You hate my instruction and cast my words behind you. When you see a thief, you join with him. You throw in your lot with adulterers. You use your mouth for evil and harness your tongue to deceit. You sit and testify against your brother, slander your own mother's son. When you did these things and I kept silent, you thought I was exactly like you, but I now arraign you and set my accusations before you. Consider this, you who forget God, or I will tear you to pieces with no one to rescue you. Those who sacrifice thank offerings honor me, and to the blameless I will show my salvation. Let's go to God in prayer as we